Hi, everyone. I think I'm live. Yes, I am. Uh, how is everyone today? It's a little bit chilly, but it's not raining. And I'm sorry I had to schedule last minute decision here to be here on Tuesday instead of Thursday, but I totally forgot I had a meeting, and those are one of the things that I want to talk about tonight. And I had to write everything down or I would forget. So it could be that most of you will be listening on the recording and not live. But if you are live, please say hi in the chat. Um, see, I told you I wrote everything down. Um, I'm going to be having probably some sporadic closures. Just like I'm saying, I can close tomorrow, or I had to reschedule the live tonight, and that's because basically of two reasons. And a cheat sheet. Last year, in September, Governor Hochul signed the New York Textile Act, and it was basically to bolster the textile economy from farm to fabric in New York State. And as part of that, um, it was mandated that there be formed a textile natural fiber work group. And as I guess basically because Mary Jean put me up to it, and because I'm president of the Hudson Valley Textile Project, I am part of that work group. So there's a meeting tomorrow, and that's up in Albany, and that's why I am not in the shop tomorrow. That was kind of convoluted. Then the second thing that Governor Hochul um, did last year was that she said that there would be $10 million set aside to develop a Fashion Innovation Center. Again, to uh, bolster the entire New York textile economy from farm to fabric, and not recreate, but bring back textiles. New York has been a center for textiles, and to bring that back in some form. Anyway, it's a $10 million grant, and the Hudson Valley Textile Project is part of the consortium that got that grant. So I have been busy with a lot of meetings, and Thursday night is a meeting. That one at least is on Zoom. So I've been busy, and it's all good things. And it's all about our textiles and fibers and our farms and our businesses and everything that really is near and dear to our hearts. It's about our community. Okay. The next thing I really want to talk about is the New York State Sheep and Wool Show, because I will be closed on Friday the 20th and Saturday the 21st, but you'll find me at the Battenkill Fiber Mill booth on Saturday and Sunday. Please talk to the rain gods. No rain, please. It would be really great. We can take it cool, but the rain is really hard. Um, anyway, I will be there, and I will have my new yarn that I am so excited about. I just can't. I don't know. I don't think I've been this excited about yarn in a long time. So, first of all, I'll stand up because I'm wearing a sweater that I just made, just finished. Let me put it that way. And I'm just loving it. Um, so I have lots of colors. I'm going to show you all the colors. So those of you that are watching me on recording, you'll get to see them too. So this is the light gray natural. Oh, first, let me just tell you a little bit about the yarn. It is 100% Corriedale, and the reason that it's Corriedale, which is a kind of sheep, for those of you that don't know, I was purposely knitting with some Corriedale because I 100% because I had never really had 100% in my hands. My yarn Hudson is 50% Corriedale and 50% alpaca, which I love. I love that. But this feels so different. So I asked Mary Jean from Battenkill, I said, can you source me some wool and let's make some yarn? And she said, I've got the perfect place for you. And it's a family-owned farm in the Finger Lakes area of New York. And I'm going to share my screen so you can see these beautiful sheep. Let's see. Okay. Select. Oh, no, wait a minute. Window, entire. Hold on. I want to show you these sheep because they're just so adorable. And I bet I can't do it the way I want to do it. It's been a while since I've done this. Slides, maybe? No, I don't have slides. I have a picture. Share screen. Select a tab to share Chrome. It's not going to do it. It's not going to do it. I will put the pictures are eventually going to be on the website. Sorry about that. Okay. Anyway, the sheep are the farm is beautiful. The people are beautiful. There's been so much rain. The pastures, the grazing areas were so lush, and the sheep were just so glad to see. They really were so friendly. Came running towards us because they knew they were getting a little taste treat. Anyway, this is a natural. This is one of the colors that I'm wearing. Natural colors are an off-white, the light gray, which is the white with 12% gray, and then the next color, gray. And what we did was, hey, Joni, how are you? So all of the colors I've named 1, 2, and 3, except for this is white, this is 1, this is 2, and then there is a darker gray coming still. But I picked out 6 colors, and they're all number 1. So I have red number 1, etc., and they're dyed on the white. And then all of the colors are dyed on the 12%, the white with 12% gray. So those are color number 2. And then they are dyed on, hi Alice. Then all of the colors are dyed on 24% gray, and they're color number 3. So let me show you. I know I sound so silly, but I'm thinking that you guys understand being so crazy about yarn. So these are the blues, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. And they are really, I am so excited about the colors because I picked out the colors to be dyed on as number 1s, and then just kind of guessing, and with Mary Jean's expertise, kind of guessing how they would look in 2 and 3. And I think they came out pretty darn good. So this is orange, 1, 1, 2, and 3. And I just lost a purple. Whew. A lot of orange threads because I was doing some sewing and cutting of threads. So these are the purples, 1, 2, and 3. They are just going to be so great for color work, any kind of color work. And you know how red sometimes can be just too orangish? Wow, look at these. Aren't these gorgeous? Hi, Vicky. Good to see you. So the reds are beautiful. The golds are beautiful. And last but not least, you know I can't leave out my green. And again, green 1, green 2, and green 3. So I'm really excited. And I'm trying to knit a couple more things before sheep and wool, of course. So I've decided maybe to knit some little things just to give people an idea. So this is, and then you can see how nice everything, the colors graded. I know you're in love with the blue, Joni. That would be you. Yeah, so all of the colors will just grade so well. They'll just be really great. And this is the Sunshine sweater from Tin Can Knits, and so many of their sweaters, I don't know if they all are, but so many of them are sized from newborn up to, I think, 3X or 4X. So it's a great little sweater. Yeah. And for sheep and wool, and then in the shop, everything's going to be on QR codes. So when you're at not everybody at Sheep and Wool, but I will be having, and I'm going to try to get some other patterns in the booth. Just so much easier to use the QR code, and that'll take you right to the Ravelry page, the information page about the sweaters. So if you see something that you like, or like the Eva sweater, you can get the information and the sizing and all of that good stuff. So always something to do. Now, what have I forgotten to tell you about? Let me see. Oh, and I just wanted to say also that the colors, the yarn was dyed in Philadelphia, because one of the weak links in New York State is that we do not have a big dye house in New York State. So Kim from Caledonian Dye Works did a fantastic job of dyeing this yarn. I can't say enough about it. How I just love the colors. Did I say that again? Did I say that before? Yes. Another thing that the Hudson Valley Textile Project has been up to is premiering a new publication. I guess that's kind of redundant, called Common Threads. And the plan is to do 2 publications a year, one before Rhinebeck and one before Maryland Sheep and Wool. So the one before the New York State Sheep and Wool will be here in the shop and will be on the newsstands, i.e. I can sell it on October 16th. And it will also be at various vendors that are members of the Hudson Valley Textile Project at Sheep and Wool. The cost is $10. And if you're a member of the Hudson Valley Textile Project, you get your free copy. But it is in newspaper form, folded newspaper form, like a tabloid form. I haven't seen the final copy yet. But we are able to highlight so many of our members, either with a pattern, an article, yarn, suggested yarns for the different patterns. So what will be in as far as patterns, and this time it is all knitting. It's not always going to be all knitting patterns, but there's one original pattern, which you will have the pattern in the publication, and then there will be 4 other highlighted patterns of local gals or guys, and there will be suggested yarns that would all be local. So I'm really excited about this, and I hope you pick up your copy either here or at Sheep and Wool. Or you can also order it online. If you are not in the area, you can order it on the website at HudsonValleyTextileProject.org. The last thing that I want to mention, and I don't have a date for it yet, but when I was visiting sheep farm up in Finger Lakes area, which is where I am kind of from, that whole area. I visited a couple of yarn shop people that I know. One was in Fairport called Liftbridge Yarns, and I visited Jesse. Oh, and they're both beautiful shops. I get so jealous. The shops were just so gorgeous. And Jesse was one of the two people that started the New York Fiber Trail. And I really just kind of wanted to go and say hi to her and take a peek at her shop. And the other shop that I visited is Rabbit Row in Corning, New York. And they're both members of the Hudson Valley Textile Project, I might add, too, because they feel really strongly about what we are trying to do in New York State with textiles. And Barbara from Rabbit Row has one of her projects is developing I'm not sure, I think it's called Finger Lakes Trail Sock, and I'm going to be interviewing her. That's why I'm bringing this up. She got some farms together from her area and had yarn spun at Battenkill and is having socks, local socks made. So I'm going to interview her on Common Threads. We haven't set a date yet, and that is my fault, not Barbara's. But I'm excited to talk to her about her shop, why her shop is called Rabbit Row, and her shop was just so local, so regional and local, and really, really so well curated for just all of just gorgeous local yarns and other little notions and goodies. So it was really fun to visit. And I would highly recommend it if you're upstate to do that. And I would also highly recommend going to the New York Fiber Trail website and seeing if you're, out and about and have a little weekend trip to scout out the other yarn shops and farms and other things. That it's not all just shops on the trail. I know Battenkill Fiber Mill is on the trail, Madox Hudson, the studio is on the trail. Lots of great places to visit. So I think I've talked myself out. I hope everybody's well. And like I said, spread some good thoughts so that we have no rain for sheep and wool, and that for all of you that are going to be there, come by the Battenkill Fiber booth, which is in area 27A. So we're in a tent on the corner tent. And also, you can also visit the Clean Fleece, the Hudson Valley Textile Project tent for Clean Fleece, New York. And it's around the other side of us, between, I think, a couple of sheep farms. They will be in an easy up tent kind of thing in area 27 or 28. I'm sorry, 28. Battenkill's in 27. HVTP's in 28. Okay, folks, thank you for listening, and I hope to see you soon. Have a really great evening. Thanks for listening. Bye.